Babe, this third party is burning with anger, and she had a big fight with me yesterday because I confessed to her that you're someone I can't live without. Her rage exploded like I've never seen before. She's been sending non-stop messages since our argument. Her words are filled with hurt and betrayal that cut deeper than I expected. I never thought telling her the truth about us would cause such chaos. Now everything hangs in balance because of what I said. This isn't just normal jealousy or disappointment. There's something deeper fueling her reaction, something that makes this situation more dangerous than it appears. I need to tell you everything that happened before she reaches out to you herself. The three of us have been connected for longer than you realize. She and I have history that goes back years, a complicated friendship that blurred lines many times. She's been showing signs of wanting more from me for months now, small touches that linger too long, late-night messages asking what I'm doing, comments about how well she knows me compared to anyone else. I noticed her eyes following you whenever we're all together, the way her smile tightens when you walk into a room, how she finds reasons to mention your flaws in casual conversation. The tension has been building like a storm gathering strength. Little comments turned into longer discussions. Those discussions became heated arguments about loyalty and expectations. She believed she had a claim on my attention that nobody else should have, not even you. In her mind, a promise existed that I never actually made. I tried to manage her feelings without hurting her, but that strategy collapsed yesterday when I finally told her the truth about where my heart belongs. What pushed me to confess was her ultimatum. She cornered me and demanded I choose between your relationship and her friendship. That's when I told her that you're the one I see my future with, the person I can't imagine living without. Her face changed in an instant. The color drained away, replaced by a coldness I'd never seen before. Her hands started shaking as she processed my words. After everything we've been through? After all I've done for you? Her voice barely rose above a whisper at first, but grew louder with each word. She brought up every moment she'd been there for me, every time she put my needs first, each sacrifice she claimed to have made while believing we would eventually be together. The argument escalated from hurt to fury. She threw a glass against the wall, watching it shatter like her expectations. Words spilled out that can never be taken back. Threats about making sure you'd know the whole truth about me. When she finally stormed out, she promised this wasn't over. That I'd regret choosing you. That neither of us understood who we were really dealing with or what she was capable of doing. I've been trying to reach her since, but she's not answering my calls. Like this video right now, if you want to see how this intense situation eventually resolves itself. Her anger runs much deeper than simple jealousy. What we're seeing is years of unmet expectations crashing down at once. She built an entire future in her mind where we ended up together. Behind her rage is profound hurt. She feels not just rejected, but betrayed because she convinced herself I had made promises through my actions, even when my words never confirmed them. She's experiencing the pain of realizing a future she believed was certain will never happen. The story she told herself about us is ending in a way she never anticipated. There's also shame fueling her reaction. She now has to face friends and family who've heard her talk about our special connection for years. Her pride is wounded, knowing she misread signals or created meaning that wasn't there. Her past relationships have all ended with abandonment. Each time someone chose another person over her, it reinforced her fear that she's somehow unworthy of love. My confession triggered that old wound again. What makes this more complicated is that our friendship was genuine. We do share history and deep connection. Those real feelings got tangled with romantic hopes I never intended to encourage. Understanding that her anger hides deeper pain doesn't excuse her behavior, but it helps explain why a simple confession caused such an explosive reaction. Comment insight below if you've ever been caught in a complicated triangle like this one. Babe, I'm worried about how this affects us. This explosion creates ripples that will reach our relationship no matter how much I try to contain the damage. You might question why I maintained such a close friendship with someone who had deeper feelings. Whether I somehow encouraged her feelings to protect my ego. If I enjoyed the attention while committing to you, trust could become fragile between us. You might wonder what else I've left unsaid, or who else might be harboring feelings I've known about but never addressed. The confession itself was necessary but poorly timed. I should have created distance long before things escalated to this point. My avoidance of potential conflict led to an even bigger problem. She knows things about me. Vulnerabilities, mistakes, secrets shared in confidence. Her threat to tell you the whole truth might mean revealing parts of myself I've been afraid to show you, or spinning normal human flaws into something more sinister. We'll need to be more transparent than ever with each other. This situation forces us to have conversations about boundaries and friendships that we've been avoiding. I made the right choice in telling her the truth about us, but I was wrong to let the situation reach this breaking point. My fear of hurting her feelings has ironically caused even more pain for everyone involved. We need to decide together how to handle what comes next from her. If you're dealing with your own relationship triangle and need personalized advice on your specific situation, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, or $20. Each contribution helps support this channel and unlocks a detailed relationship guide on managing third-party emotions without destroying your primary relationship. Your support makes deeper content possible. Type strength in the comments to show you're standing strong through your own relationship challenges right now. Now we need to handle the aftermath of this explosion carefully. The next steps we take will determine whether this becomes a passing storm or causes permanent damage. First, we need to decide whether to reach out again or give her space. Trying to force a conversation too soon might escalate things further, but waiting too long leaves her narrative unchallenged as anger crystallizes into something harder. I believe giving her 48 hours of complete space is wise. This allows her initial emotional flood to subside enough for rational thought to return. After that window, a simple message, acknowledging her pain without apologizing for my choice, shows respect without false hope. We should prepare for her to reach out to you directly. She may try to share information designed to drive a wedge between us, or paint me in the worst possible light. Agreeing now on how we'll handle that possibility keeps us united. All communication with her should happen with both of us knowing about it. Transparency removes her power to create doubt between us through selective information sharing. We must also set clear, firm boundaries. No more late night messages, no private meetings, no emotional support that could be misinterpreted as romantic interest. Most importantly, we need to be honest about any contact she makes with either of us. Secrecy, even with good intentions to avoid hurting feelings, will only create the cracks she needs to drive us apart. Type 444 in the comments if you need clarity on handling someone who can't accept your relationship choices. When we do communicate with her, specific approaches will make a difference in diffusing this situation. Start conversations with validation. Before explanation, I understand this is painful and your feelings are real. Create space for her emotions without agreeing with her accusations. Avoid phrases that minimize her experience like, "You'll get over it," or "There are plenty of other people." These cliches only pour fuel on emotional fires and suggest her feelings aren't significant. Use I statements instead of you accusations. "I made my choice based on my feelings" works better than "you misunderstood our friendship." One takes responsibility, the other assigns blame. Set boundaries with compassion. I value the friendship we had, but I need to prioritize my relationship now, acknowledges your history, while being clear about the present. Don't negotiate or leave doors half open with statements like maybe someday or if things were different. False hope is crueler than clean breaks. If she makes threats, document everything, but don't respond to the threats directly. Instead, calmly restate your position. I understand you're hurt, but I've made my decision. Remember that heated conversations are better handled in writing than voice calls. Text provides time to think before responding and creates a record of what was actually said versus what was interpreted. Most importantly, stay united in all communications. A unified response removes any hope of dividing us. If you want personalized guidance on handling jealousy and third-party interference in your relationship, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, or $20. Each contribution unlocks an exclusive guide on setting boundaries while minimizing emotional damage to all involved. Your support helps create more in-depth content on complex relationship dynamics. Most channels avoid discussing. Type wisdom in the comments to receive relationship insights that most people take years to discover. The path forward requires all. 3 relationships to transform: yours and mine, mine and hers, and the indirect connection between you and her. Our relationship needs to emerge stronger through absolute honesty. This situation exposed areas where I avoided difficult conversations. Out of comfort. That stops now. Complete transparency between us removes any power her threats might hold. My relationship with her must evolve from ambiguous friendship to clear, respectful distance. This doesn't mean cruelty or cutting all contact, but establishing unmistakable boundaries that honor both her feelings and our relationship. The indirect relationship between you two needs acknowledgement. You both exist in each other's orbits because of me. Finding a way to coexist without tension might seem impossible now, but time can transform even the most strained connections. Trust will rebuild through consistent actions, not promises. Every time I maintain a boundary, every moment I choose transparency over comfort, I lay another brick in rebuilding any trust that's been shaken. This explosion forces growth that would have happened eventually anyway. Relationships either evolve through challenges or dissolve under their pressure. I choose evolution with you, whatever discomfort that requires in the short term. The strongest relationships aren't those without challenges, but those that face them together, as we're doing now. Type "together" in the comments if you believe. Relationships that face challenges honestly can become stronger than those that never struggle. Babe, this third party's anger has forced everything into the open. What seemed like a simple confession revealed deeper currents running beneath all our interactions. Her reaction, while extreme, comes from real emotions that built over time through misunderstandings and unspoken expectations. Understanding this doesn't excuse her behavior, but helps us respond with wisdom, rather than matching anger. Our path forward isn't about winning against her, but finding peace that respects everyone's feelings while protecting what we've built together. The strongest love isn't the one that never faces threats, but the one that stands firm when tested. This challenge asks us to be more honest, more united, and more intentional than we've ever been before. I chose you yesterday when I made my confession to her. I choose you today as we navigate the aftermath, and I'll choose you tomorrow as we build something stronger from these difficult moments. Some storms come not to destroy, but to clear the air. This is one of those storms. Type Amen to seal this, understanding and show you're committed to building relationships that last through challenges.